Hey everyone, welcome back at Charlotte from At Charlotte's House. I have another really fun ornament to share with you today. Today I went to the hardware store. Stay tuned. I love this copper piping. Copper is a really soft metal, so it is fundamentally pretty easy to work with. I wasn't sure how this would behave, but it seems to be working great. The two things that I'm using that you will need to get from the hardware store are this copper tubing. I will include a link to the one I purchased. I got mine on Amazon, but honestly, I would go to your hardware store, see if you can find something a little bit less expensive. I don't think I'll need this whole roll, so I ended up paying more than I needed to. And then I'm also using this copper tape. I think this is used for pipes. I'm not sure, but it's awesome. I'm really liking this. You're definitely gonna want needle nose pliers for this one. And what I did is I held the copper with one hand and then I used the needle nose pliers to bend it into a circle. I wasn't able to cut all the way through it with my needle nose pliers, but because copper is such a soft metal, all you need to do is squeeze hard enough that you leave a little bit of a score mark, and then you can bend the tubing back on itself and it should break really easily. I wanted mine to be as close to a circle as possible, but obviously it's not going to be perfect. That's one of the things I like about these, is that it is not perfect. It is definitely handmade. This is where the copper tape comes in. And I should mention that when I got my copper tubing, it was much closer in color to the copper tape. It has since sort of faded, but that's okay. We're going to glue a ribbon on top and you won't even see that. One thing I've learned after doing a couple of these is that the tape does not stretch, so it will wrinkle on you a little bit when you try to wrap it around this rounded pipe. I wanted to work with something that would have a little translucency to it. Notice how that vellum, you can see through it a little bit. So I thought that that would have sort of a magical effect when it was hanging on the Christmas tree. And obviously every ornament is gonna be a slightly different shape. So you're gonna wanna trace each one individually. And then I'm gonna put a bead of hot glue. I love the way the copper looks against the vellum. Obviously, I wish that the copper tape was the same color as the copper tubing. That wasn't something I anticipated, but I'm gonna cover that with a little bow and you won't even know it was there. Be aware that because the vellum is so sheer that you don't want the ribbon to hang over the edge.